Teen suicide data no longer collected in Jacksonville. The Florida Commissioner of Education sent a letter to Duval County Superintendent Dr. Diana Greene, strongly urging that the district end its participation in a CDC Youth Risk Behavior Survey. The letter states, quote, "The CDC survey asks leading questions phrased in a way that may actually introduce risky behaviors to students, prompting them to engage in potentially detrimental activities," end quote. The letter expressed grave concerns with the school's continued participation in this survey, as such an inflammatory and sexualized survey is not in the best interest of the students. The district also received notice that the Florida Department of Health is terminating its contract with Duval County Public Schools for providing data collection and evaluation related to the survey. Given these developments, the district will not conduct the 2023 survey. The Youth Risk Behavior Survey Duval County students took in 2021 showed nearly 1 in 4 middle school students made a plan to die by suicide. More than 16% of high schoolers reported attempting suicide in the 12 months before the survey. More than 21% of high school students and 17% of middle school students said they abused prescription drugs. School district leaders were asking students to fill out the survey again this school year, but that will not happen now. And first off, I found it interesting that they did not specify LGBTQ plus versus straight students, that they were looking at everybody. And I think the reality is they just don't want to look at the damage they're doing to kids, because you know, I think the kids in this day and age, they're a little more, I don't know, broad-minded than I would have been at their age. And, you know, they're seeing attacks on their friends. They're seeing themselves gunned down in schools, as we just passed the anniversary of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, which was in our, you know, they just, it's like they want to sweep it under the rug and pretend it's not happening. And it just irritates me.
Yeah, well, and this is irresponsible at a minimum. And this will come with a body count. But a body count we won't be able to quantify because they're not collecting data on it. Why they would do this, I truly don't know. Unless they, I mean, if ignorance is bliss, then they'll be the happiest people in Duval County. But this is dangerous to children.
I think
and it's not, but it's kids across the board that they're ambivalent about. I mean, if kids were saying, if you've got giving them a mechanism to raise a big red flag and say, please, I need help, and then they're not doing anything about it, that's criminal. It's negligent at a very, very minimum, and I don't get it.
That's how the current political mindset is. Where can we point blame that's the easiest and the least offensive? Where can we feed our base voter with their naive thoughts or their lack of education? Here, their kids are being involved, but we don't want them to know that 1 in 5 of their students in their middle school or high school are wanting to commit suicide, and God knows how many are doing drugs. It's easier to ignore that and actually do something and spend the money and the effort in raising the awareness and finding the health care and finding the support than it is to blame drag queens.
And these are the same kids, you know, that shouldn't be aborted. They shouldn't have been aborted, so they bring them, you know, they give birth to kids, and then they just don't care. They just stop.
And anyone who says a middle schooler didn't know of taking pills until they saw it on a survey is that's just not even worth mentioning.
And where are the parents going to be? That's my question. If the parents are seeing these results, don't you think they're outraged?
They should be.
Yeah, exactly. They should be storming the school district.
I think
what the hell?
I think unfortunately some of it comes down to appearance. They're worried, okay, is our school going to continue to get funded? We want to appear to be a good, wholesome, you know, whatever it is. These actual statistics and research just shows proof of what they want to ignore.
Now, Aqua Foundation obviously is an advocacy group. how do they have a stand on youth issues like this?
Yes. So one of our main pillars is youth and leadership and development. So education and development, that is very much what we're all about. And trying to provide safe spaces and resources for the youth is one of our core activities.
Okay. And Bob, you wanted to say something? Okay.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.